Hey there, it's Brendan Stoneman with Remax Kelowna, and I'm talking to Una Gabie, a lawyer at Touchstone Law. So I know this varies a little bit from province to province, but when a seller comes in, they've sold their property, they come in, they sign their paperwork. What should they expect as far as receiving the proceeds from that sale?
Well, frequently we'll have had the seller in a couple of days before closing, if possible, so that everything's signed and ready to go for the completion date. And then on the actual completion date itself, so your closing date under the contract, the buyer's lawyer will get everything registered, make sure everything looks good, and then they will send the sale proceeds over to our office on the terms that we've previously agreed with them. Typically that's us paying out any mortgages or anything like that that needs to be paid out. So we'll receive those funds and then take care of any payouts. So sometimes there's outstanding property taxes, strata fees, obviously the mortgage that needs to get paid out. So we do those deductions and then we release the sale proceeds to the sellers. Typically it's to the sellers named on title. Is one of the kind of newer keys, is making sure that it's actually the right person who's getting the money.
Right.
And then we will try as best we can to get those funds to them on the actual closing date. Once in a while it's out of our control if we get them too late in the day. But especially if we're doing a direct deposit, we'll try and get it into their account that same day.
Nice. So assuming you don't get the money from the buyers too late in the day, which I know sometimes that happens. It's kind of the 11th hour and everyone's rushing around, but you guys send someone down to the bank with their banking information to deposit the money directly into their account.
Exactly. For a lot of the times we actually send our runner out, they'll get their checks certified and put it into their account in the hopes that then there's no holds on it for them. Right. If it's the same bank that we use, then we don't have to go through the certification process. But sometimes if it's super late in the day, proceeds have come in at 5:30 in the evening, it's a little bit of a challenge to get it turned around, certified, and into the buyer's account before the seller's account before their bank closes.
So it's great that in BC they get paid out on the day. Is that consistent across the different provinces and other parts of the world, or do different regions have different procedures for how they pay these things out?
Yeah, different regions, there's a lot of different procedures out there, and I know some it's very unpredictable. Sometimes it can be a few days, sometimes it can be a few weeks from the closing date before the funds are paid out. For the most part, I think that depends on their registration system, and because we have an online system where we do it and we get confirmation fairly quickly that the documents have been accepted for registration, it puts us in a position that we can then get those paid out fairly quickly to the clients.
Awesome. Well, everyone's always anxious to get the check, so it's good.
All about the money.
Same day.
Money and the keys.
Yes.